All right, I'm back in the workshop here, and today we hope to settle the beta rear sprocket, which one fits debate, at least for me. So, looked at a lot of posts, looked at a lot of forums. Everybody said the Honda CRF sprockets fit. So, I got curious about it, wanted a steel sprocket, found this nice Vortex. I like the sprocket a lot. Bought it. Here it is. Let's see what's going on. So, let's go ahead and put some bolts in there. And we'll... Whoop. Okay, that's sliding in. Oh, that one's not fitting real well. That one doesn't fit well. Nope, that one doesn't. Okay, so, as you can imagine, my heart sunk. Something's wrong. These don't slide right in. Something's not right there. So I got to thinking, hey, maybe this is just a bad sprocket. You know, they're maybe made in China, maybe the tolerancing is off, but boy, I would be surprised. So I looked at some more posts and found one guy saying, hey, look at JT's website, and JT outlines what fits what. So I went ahead and I printed those out. So let's look at the rear sprocket. So this is from JT's website, and this is for a 300 RR two-stroke, 13 to 15. I don't know if Beta changed these or not, but this is what I pulled. So if we look at the dimensions on there, we've got an 8.5 clearance hole, 125 millimeter center hub, and then 153 millimeter bolt circle. So 153. Okay. Now, we looked at the KTM originally. Well, no wonder it didn't fit, because that's got a 150 bolt circle. So I went and I looked at the Hondas. Well, here's your Honda CRF 250. And lo and behold, same numbers. 153, 8.5, 125. So something's not right here. Why is this... why did this sprocket not fit? So let's, just to show you how it should fit, I'm going to take the stock sprocket. This is the stock 49 that came on this. Let's drop the bolts in. Drops in. Because remember, on a countersunk hole, and they're difficult to machine and get right, you've got to be dead on, because there's no room for play there, because that countersunk does a lot of the work. And you see those came right in, and they even have a little bit of a wiggle there within the tolerancing. So that's how it should fit. So now I'm not sure. So I decided to get out the calipers and measure. Sound like a good idea. So what I did is I measured the hub, and I'll show you what I did with the calipers. Let me get these out. And it turned out to be pretty interesting. So what I did is I measured hole to hole with a caliper. So I measured the inside to the inside, and then I added one diameter, and that would give me the bolt circle. And I did this a bunch of times. Now, granted, with a pair of digital calipers, it's not 100% accurate. Machinists out there know that, but it will tell you what's going on. And if I do it the same way with all of them, I should see if there's a difference. So, here's what I found. I hope you can all read that. So with the standard Beta hub, I got 152 millimeter bolt circle. Okay, as I go down with the stock, I got 152. Huh, okay. So is this 152 millimeter bolt circle? It's kind of looking like it. Now, when I look at that Vortex, look at what I got. 153. It is in tolerance. So that's a good sprocket. We're just going to have to send it back because it doesn't fit. So I replaced it with this primary drive. A lot of guys made comments, primary drive from Rocky Mountain. It's aluminum sprocket. I mean, they're all the same. This just has a nice price point to it. A lot of guys said they've had good luck with them. This one's made in America. What's interesting is their front sprockets are made in China. This is a 50, and I'm going to go with a 13 on front, and I'll show you why. Look at that. So these all fit, same amount of wiggle. So that's great there. So here is the final measurement there. 151.93, 152 millimeter bolt circle. So that's the answer. Now, I've seen guys say, and I've read this, well, hey, I made the Honda fit. You can make the Honda fit. You crank hard enough, it'll fit. And I've seen a guy tell me he's made a KTM fit. No problem. Go ahead and use those. That's your choice. But I also read a post where a guy said, just use the beta stuff. They're available. And the answer is they are available. I wish there was more low-cost steel ones available, but that'll happen as more people continue to buy these great bikes. So, just a brief on gearing. Beta has this, and I don't know if Beta put this up, but I got this from the good people at Bone Cutter up in, I think Bone Cutter Beta up in Missouri. This was on their website, so thanks to them for posting it, because I hadn't seen it. But, and I include this in the link. So, first of all, there's an inaccuracy here. It says the 250 300 comes with a 1349. Well, maybe that's true, but mine came with a 14. Okay, so, but what I like about this is it kind of says, hey, if you're doing these types of riding, here's what we recommend. So, in Middle Tennessee, this is pretty much what I do, and 1350 is what I went with. It should add up to use the stock chain, and it should be great for what I'm doing. So, in my mind, the mystery's solved, and here's the, I'll show you this. So here's the sprocket. This is the primary drive sprocket. We'll see how well that works. It's supposed to be their better one. One of the things that's important with these is the thickness, because that helps compress that O-ring that keeps the seal in. And these measured up pretty good. So I'm happy with how that turned out. So we'll see how the quality of that. But in my mind, the rear sprocket question has been answered. It's a 152 millimeter bolt circle. If anybody knows any different, let me know. I'd love to hear from somebody at Beta. But thanks for watching. Subscribe. Got more videos coming as I move through my first year with model year 18, getting zen with my Beta 300. Thanks much.